Hello, my friends. It has been far, far too long. It's been a while since I've been out, to be totally honest. It's been kind of, personally been in a little bit of a funk. Had a hard time getting motivated, had a hard time getting out. Just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do and what I wanted to shoot. Part of my problem, it's early spring. And here in northern Minnesota, early spring usually just means mud. So that's not all that inspiring. Today is a gray, rainy day, and it's pretty much been this way for a couple of weeks. Also not contributing to the motivation, but today I had had enough and I needed to get out. I needed to go do something. So off to Boulder Lake I went, and here we are. I'm heading in to the woods and away from the water today. The gray, wet conditions I think will be nice for woodland photography. I'm hoping they will be, but the wet is making the dark bark pop, stand out more against the white birch bark, the dark greens, the dark mosses. So I think the contrast today could be great. I don't know, I think it's gonna be a day about small details and small scenes. No big grand vistas, which is hard to do in the woods anyway. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk around, look down at our feet, look up into the canopy, look around on the ground and the brush, and see what we can find, and hopefully we get some good photographs. If nothing else, we get a good day out, away from the house, and that is always good. Might have a little something fun over here. Little mossy log over there. Let's pop into that puddle and see what we find, shall we? All right, so here we go, shot number one, and it's really pretty simple. There's just this little stump of a cut off tree or a blown down tree up out of the water here. And it's just covered in these great little star pattern, some moss or a lichen or a plant. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm terrible with my horticultural knowledge. But it's also got this great little broken off branch sticking out of the top that's covered in a moss. And then these great little spires of other plant life just growing off of it. It's a really simple shot. Just focused in tight on that, shooting at an f9, about 1/10 of a second, ISO 100, nothing to it. 2-second timer, click, and this one's done. It's really simple. Just such a pretty little plant. I love it. There we go. Do you see that? That's freaking cool. Some sort of mushroom, don't know what. I'll try to look it up, and if I find out what it is, that's what it's called. If I didn't find out what it is, I just pointed to nothing. But I'm gonna get set up. I've kind of played around with this a little bit. I think I'm gonna focus in here. I can't exclude this in my frame while I'm shooting, just because of the amount I have to back up to get into focus. So I'm gonna concentrate on these little guys here, get that shot, and I'll show you what we're looking at. Let me get set up and stop rambling on here. Cool. They're so fun. And so after fighting with my tripod there, I'm finally set up on our little yellow mushrooms here. I'll show you what we're looking at here, back of camera. Little mushrooms, little mushrooms. Now we're cut off. There's another little bunch of mushrooms up here in the top, but that's okay. This is kind of the crop I'm gonna end up with. I think is a little 16:9, maybe a square. I really just want these two little clusters. The cluster up above, kind of ugly, not really pretty to look at. They're still cool mushrooms, but this little clump down here is just kind of perfect. So I'm gonna concentrate on that little guy. I got a polarizer here in my hand. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna take this image with the polarizer and without. I'm gonna try to take some of the glare off because it is moist, it's damp out here. So there's a little bit of a shine on it. I might like it, I might not like it. So I'm gonna take two versions, see which one I like the best. But that's it. Settings on the camera are really simple. Just gonna do What am I at? F11, 1/4 of a second, ISO 100. I am underexposing this shot by about 1 stop. It just kind of, it's helping the contrast of the scene and everything. I don't need, you know, I have the latitude with the dynamic range of this camera. I can pump up or down, but that's the shot. Without, now, let's play around with and see if we like it at all. Zoom in here and see if this polarizer is even doing anything. It's taking a little bit of glare off of that. One more with polarizer. Double check my focus. I'm hearing some birds I've never heard before, so I hope they're birds. What if they're dinosaurs? Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. I don't know if this is going to show up on this camera, on this video, but the pattern in this bark, where the bark is actually stripped away from the tree, is just incredible. It's so wavy. It's awesome. It's going to be tricky to fill the frame with this, so it might look ridiculous. I might have like a 200mm lens back 100 feet to fill the frame and focus on this, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. I'm going to get my camera out. I'm going to play with this, but I want this bark pattern. This is just awesome. This might make my day. I mean, let's be honest, my day's already been made. Just being outside has made my day, but this, icing on the cake. Oh, I love it so much. All right, so here we are, we're laying on the ground. It's awesome. Gotten in as close as I can get. Not too bad, 105mm zoomed in all the way. As close as I can get to this guy, and this is all about the pattern on this bark. There's really not anything else to it. Really simple shot. Shooting at, well, it's currently at an f16. That's not necessary. Let's go to an f11. F11 gives me about 1/4 of a second, ISO 100. No polarizers, nothing on here, no reason for any of it. And that's it. This shot, all about the patterns, all about the texture. Show you here what we're looking at. This is it. You can see why. I mean, just look at it. That's it. This one's just pattern and texture and color and stripy, and it's just beauty. It's just beautiful, and I love it. I love how simple it is, and I love how intricate it is, and just that is so awesome. It's a whole bunch more of my little yellow mushroom friends. This one might be fun. We got a little darker bark on this and some green moss, so we might have some contrasting colors and textures. This would be fun. We're gonna set up on this, see if we can get this one. Also starting to rain a little bit harder. So much fun. All right, yellow mushrooms number 2. We're all set up. Really simple. I'm shooting this one just a little bit differently. I'm shooting at an f5.6. It's crazy. 5. I'm shooting at an f5. I know, it's crazy. I want a little bit of a shallow depth of field on this. Because I'm kind of shooting to the top of the log where it's curving over the top, and I want that just to kind of disappear into fuzziness, into nothing really. Focusing on one little clump of mushrooms right here in the middle. Shooting at an ISO 100, f5, underexposed by 1 stop, about 1/100th of a second. And that's it. That one's just really simple. This one's just kind of about the color and the textures of the mushrooms and the bark and the moss. I got the yellow mushrooms, the green moss, and the dark brown bark. So it's really all about texture in this one. I kind of like it. It's simple and easy. Well, my friends, I think we're calling that a day. Really, a great day. Can't complain one bit about it. I mean, initially, the whole point of this day was to kind of shake off this fog that I've been in, this little bit of a funk, and get out and get some photographs. And I think we were successful in that endeavor. I got a couple that I think I'm super happy with. That one of that bark, can't wait to see it. But like I said, the whole point of today was just an exercise to try and get out and just rekindle my my excitement for photography and for the landscape and just the outdoors in general. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming along with me. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It really does help the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more. And head on over to my website, toddhphoto.com, to see some more of my work. See if you like it. And if you get over there before the end of April, I'm currently running 30% off print sale. Coupon code SPRING30 will get you 30% off your print order. But once again, from Boulder Lake here in Duluth, Minnesota, so long, and we'll see you next time. Oof. My pants are wet.